kind of looks like Jaws, but is Jaws a book? Oh, no, it's not Jaws. This looked like the shark. It's definitely a dress, and I keep misinterpreting dresses for other things, like Christmas trees and sharks. Greetings, and welcome back to Megan Writes. Today I've decided to mix it up a little bit, and I found some quizzes on Buzzfeed related to books. Either by answering questions, they'll give you a book recommendation, or picking your favorite books, it'll give you a personality assessment, or, quizzes on books and stuff like that. So, let's get started. We're going to start with recap your 2024, and I'll match you with a book you'll love. So let's see how this is. If your 2024 was turned into a movie, what would the title be? The Crown and the Chaos, Across the Quantum Divide, Messy Yet Magical, Whispers in the Dark, Tea Time and Tiny Triumphs, Echoes of Yesterday. Let's see, my 2024. I like Tea Time and Tiny Triumphs. That sounds fun. So we're gonna go with that one. There we go. Woo! How would you caption your year? Let's see, we've got a flower, green tea, books, and stars. Mystery. That looks like fantasy. Old-timey. Caption my year. I'll go with this one. Pick a mantra to live by. Slow down and savor the little things. Trust no one, question everything. Okay. Think big, act boldly. Find beauty in the everyday chaos. Learn from the past to shape the future. Strength comes from the battles you face. What is this mantra? Find beauty in the everyday chaos. I like that. How did you spend most of your weekends in 2024? Visiting museums or vintage fairs, catching up with friends or journaling, playing online or being online or playing video games, exploring hiking trails, watching documentaries, curled up with a book, or watching cozy TV shows. Mostly, a lot of times, my husband and I do like to go thrifting, so sometimes we go to the vintage places, but that probably wouldn't be most weekends. Probably watching TV shows. Let's go with that one. Which one of these 2024 songs is your favorite? Okay, let's see if I know any modern songs. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Apt by Rose and Bruno Mars. I like Bruno Mars. Houdini by Eminem. No. Espresso by Sabrina. I don't even know who Sabrina Carpenter is. Okay. Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. Don't know who that is. Or Too Sweet by Hoser. Okay, I've never heard any of these songs. Because, well, they came out last year, so. I'm gonna go by the titles. And with, I'm gonna go with Too Sweet. Because also I like Hoser, so. I think that's how you pronounce it. We'll go Too Sweet. I don't know. Which comfort food sums up your year? Well, last year was kind of weird, so this is an interesting one to do. But anyway, yeah. It got so weird that I decided to quit my job and become a YouTuber, so this is fun. Which comfort food? Ice cream, homemade pie, spicy wings, warm soup, steak, or pizza? I'll go with pizza, because you can have anything on a pizza. It was kinda, though that was last year. Pick your sidekick for 2025. A loyal horse that knows its way down ancient trails. Quirky robot with lots of useful gadgets. Robots are good. Magical dragon who doubles as your personal bodyguard. Yeah. A talking teacup that gives great advice. Sarcastic bestie who's always there for you. A no-nonsense detective with a mysterious past. Let's see, a sidekick. Let's go with the bestie who's always there for you. I like people who are loyal. Okay. My perfect 2025 read is Blue Scissors by Coco Malors. Okay, that sounds good. I will have to check that out. Cool. Alright. go to our next one. So we've got top 50 romance books. From Twilight to Pride and Prejudice. It's a weird span. It's time to see how many of the 50 best romance books you've read. Twilight's one of the best romance books. That's a little sad. Well, I did like the books. I just don't like the movies. Okay. Pick each that you've read. Okay. Cecilia? No, I've read Pride and Prejudice. Haven't ever heard of Friday's Child. The Price of Salt. Nope. Horde of Scoundrels. Indigo. If Only It Were True. Jewels of the Sun. The Viscount Who Loved Me. Yeah, I have actually read Twilight. I read them back when they were just books. I did watch the movies and I didn't like them as much. More that I didn't like the atmosphere that came up around him, like the people who ended up liking the movies. Kind of weirded me out, but Hunger Like No Other, Devil by Wind. I've not heard of a lot of these. This is kind of bad. Lover Awakened, Slave to Sensation. These are really interesting. I guess I just have not read a lot of romance novels. I might have to pick a different quiz. I haven't read Crazy Rich Asians, but I did see the movie, and that was good. I think I did actually read All the Boys I Loved Before. It was a while ago, but All In by nope. Wildfire, Intercepted. I did read The Wedding Date. That was very good. Okay. Aisha, Forget Me Not, Get a Life. I read Red, White, and Royal Blue. That one's really good. The Bride Test. I was going to, but then it like weirded me out. I don't know. Flatshare, nope. Zini. Boyfriend Material. Boyfriend Material is really good. I love Alexis Hall. The Duke Who Didn't. Okay, nope. You Had Me at Ola by Alexis. Okay. Happened One Summer. No, I've heard of that, but I haven't read that. Last Night at the Telegraph Club. That's kind of cool. 7 Days in June. Caribbean Heiress in Paris. Before I Let Go. Book Lovers by Emily Henry is fantastic. I love Emily Henry. Okay, so I have actually read some of these. I was starting to get worried. Dating Dr. Dill. Honey and Spice. Icebreaker. Nope. Part of Your World. I'm guessing that's an Aladdin not spin-off, but anyway. Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Vibrant Year. Chef's Choice. And Love did I read Love Theoretically? Yes, I did also read that one. The one I was thinking of was The Love Hypothesis. I know I own that one, but I think I also read Love Theoretically. I like it. Ellie Hazelwood as well. Let's see. Alright, I'm done. Ooh. More than 82% of people you're waiting for the movie. No, I just haven't gotten enough recommendations. I'm gonna have to go back through this and read all of them, apparently. So that was fun. I got 8 out of 50. Okay, apparently I need to get more into romance novels. Alright. Next one. So our next one is pick a song from each decade and I'll give you some classic book recommendations. So that should be fun. We'll get another book recommendation. Pick a song from the 60s. Monster Mash. Unchained Melody. In the Year 2525. I have not heard In the Year 2525. I'm going to have to look that up later. I'm not going to look it up now because even if I did, it would get flagged on YouTube. So, Respect. I'd have to go with Respect by Aretha Franklin. That's a very good. Okay, don't start singing now. 70s track. Dark Lady by Cher. I don't think I know that one. We're All Alone. No, I'm thinking of, I think We're Alone. I know. I Will Survive. Rainy Days and Mondays by The Current. I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. Yeah. Like a banger from the 80s. Thriller. Lady in Red. You know. Okay, I'm just gonna start singing all of these now. Ooh. Living on a... Oh. Making me choose between Thriller and Living on a Prayer. Alright. I'm gonna have to choose Living on a Prayer because given it, I'm gonna sing that one more. And I'm gonna sing Thriller. So we're gonna go with that one. Time for a 90s bop. Let's see if I actually know these. Because most of my knowledge is 80s and earlier from the radio. So, Love Song for a Vampire. Don't think I've heard that one. I Swear. That's where... Okay, that one, yeah. Oh, Runaway? I love Torn by I'm bad at pronouncing things. It's bad. 2000s Jam. Alright. Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Okay. Every time we touch, it's good. I'm a survivor. I'm like a bird away. I remember rocking out to this one, so I'm going to go with I'm Like a Bird. Pick something from the 2010s. Sober by Pink is good. I love Pink. All of Mia John. It's a 2010s. Oh my god. I feel old. Fight song. Fight song. I don't remember that one. I kind of stopped listening to Taylor Swift after Red Album. I don't think that one was on it. I like the country pop Taylor Swift more than modern Taylor Swift, but I'll go with All of Me, I think. Wait, I'm drinking a LaCroix, not anything hard. All of Me, there we go. And 2020s. Vampire. Die with a Smile. I don't know Angel by... What Was I Made For was really cool for the Barbie movie, so I'm gonna go with that one. Alright. I got realistic fiction. Okay. So, let's face it, you like to keep it real. Therefore, fiction that isn't too much different from the day-to-day that you know would appeal to you. Okay. Who wants to learn all those fantasy names anyway? Consider reading Frying Plantain, Brother, or The Catcher in the Rye. I love The Catcher in the Rye. It was actually really influential to me in high school because it was the first book I had to read in high school that didn't conform to regular grammar. And I was like, it blew my mind that you could have a classical piece of literature that didn't conform to grammar. And it's a good book. I went to reread it and I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't as good as I remember, but like just the concept of it blew me away in high school because I was so used to all the like really dry, not so fun novels that they'd make us read. So yeah, that kind of works. I love Catcher in the Rye. So alright, let's go to our next one. Alright, this is a real quiz one. If you can guess over 12 of 23 of these popular books by their blurry covers, you're definitely a bookworm. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, and I looked at the first one, and I do know, but I wasn't completely sure. So what? I can't get them in frame. That's annoying. Because I was like, it looks familiar. Like, I think I know what this is. And the choices we have are Caraval, The Clown and the Dame, The Night Circus, Nocturnal Circus. I know it's Night Circus, but I need to show you because I have the book right here. Okay, so I've got The Night Circus, but this is my cover, and when you open it, then it has the cover. Yeah, Night Circus. But on my cover, you don't see that, so I was like, wait, but I did look at it before, so. Because I'd be honest with that one. But I was like, that looks familiar. Okay, I was like, yeah, it's The Night Circus. Okay, so let's see what else we have. What book is this? Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to adjust frame for this because we're not going to be able, this isn't going to work. Alright, so I actually changed my, the frame on my screen capture so that we could see the whole cover because that was bothering me that I was only able to show it in halves. So yeah, so that's Night Circus, which is an incredible book. I would recommend that to anybody. It's a fantasy romance, but it's got magic in it. It's got such great visuals. It feels magical. Okay, what is this? What is this? Let's see if I can oh, 6 of something. 6 of Crows. Okay, it's gotta be 6 of Crows. Sorry, because I unfocused my eyes and I could read 6. That was kind of cheating. Alright, I don't know this book, but I'm gonna have to guess 6 of Crows because I could sort of read it. Oh, okay, that wasn't the image I was thinking of. I have not read 6 of Crows. I'm assuming it's a fantasy. Okay, that's one. Impossible Heist. Oh, it's a heist book. That sounds fun. Okay. The trilogy. I don't know that one. I'll have to look that up. Looks like there's a house on a hill, and there's a little bit of a moon, and then we've got a lot of text there. Just by the amount of words in there, I'm gonna go Unfortunate Side Effect of Heartbreak and Magic. Nope. Very Secret Society of Regular Witches. Oh, that's cool. I think was that one on the romance novel list? I might have to actually look that up. Darn, yeah, I haven't seen that one. Oh, that's the first Harry Potter book. That's Sorcerer's Stone. Sorry, like that's too easy. I owned that. I was 11 when the first book came out. Like, I was a big Potterhead. I don't know this one, but based on the pixels, I'm gonna guess normal people. Yeah. Yeah. I could sort of read that in the other one. I was gonna say The Giver. It almost looks like The Giver. Let's try it. Probably not. Yeah, it's Goldfinch. Okay. I was looking at that. I'm like, no, the Giver is actually dark cover. Goldfinch. I don't know that one. Okay. Well, that looks like a Christmas tree. Let's see if I can do the blurring my eyes thing again. No, I don't know. Okay, none of these are about Christmas. I don't know. Oh, it's a dress. Nope. Oh, I see it now. There's an arm, and it's a dress. Looked like a Christmas tree. Okay. It's either the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo or the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Right? Well, that looks like Hugo, so let's go with that. Yep. Again, sorry, I haven't actually seen these. I'm just guessing based on the pixelation. Yeah, it's a dress. Okay. It was interesting that there was a weird glow here in the pixelation. Yeah, like, what? Oh, they used a different cover. There's one of those, like, now a motion picture kind of things on there, or whatever. And they didn't have it on here, because I'm like, what was it? They used a different picture. It's annoying. Okay, let's see. Fault in Our Stars. Sorry, I look at that, like, again, it's on my shelf. Turtles. I was so disappointed when Turtles all the way down. I started and I couldn't get into it because I love John Green. Lost his name for a minute because Looking for Alaska is amazing. It made me cry. And An Abundance of Catherines is fun. So yeah, The Fault in Our Stars. That's a great book. Okay, we've got 2 people. Look like they're separated by color, but they're like leaning against each other. I have no idea. I'm gonna guess this time it's... Nope, you've reached Sam. Okay. Oh, they're on phones. Okay. You've reached Sam. Okay. That's a great tagline. How do you move forward when everything you love is on the line? And they're talking on phones. That's clever. Okay. I don't know that one. I don't know this one. We've got some interesting swirly patterns or something. That word looks like heist. A heart, maybe. I'm gonna go with Once Upon a Broken Heart, just, again, by the pixelation. Yep. That's pretty. Well, that's a face. Something life. Little life. One dark window. Yeah, a little life. It's gotta be based on the pixelation. It's interesting. Oh, that looks like a fantasy because we've got a person and there's some glowy thing here and then some other stuff down here. Nope, I don't know. Earthlings, Fairest, Legendborn, or Cinder? It's not Cinder because that's the cover of that one is like a robotic foot and a heel or something like that, right? Earthlings? Legendborn. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. That's cool. A searing modern tale of grief, power, and self-discovery. It's pretty good. What is that supposed to be? No idea. Tempest of Tea, we free the stars, the wrath and the dawn, we hunt the flame. Hey! Again, that kind of looked like flame. Pixelization. So. Oh, that looks like it has a sword in it. We've got the this, but I don't know. Powerless, reckless, fearless, fairness. We'll go with reckless. Oh, powerless. Ooh. But it is a sword. Okay. Hunted hunter. Destined for each other. That sounds fun. That's a really weird font, because even now I'm like, wait, that says powerless? Because that's a weird W. Anyway, it looks like a crown falling into water? Cruel prince, lost sisters, the queen of nothing, the wicked king. Well, yeah, because you can tell that the crown. I have no idea. Let's go with the queen of nothing, so I like that name. That's cool. No, it's the wicked king. Oh, no. It is a crown falling into water. I just have never seen that cover before. Okay. I'm not doing very good. I should take a look at my, in my bookstores more. No idea. Cray of Carvo, Cinder. That's not Cinder. It's not that foot. Let's go with Carvo, because that was in there before. Yep. Remember, it's only a game. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Yes, okay, that looks familiar. Daisy Jones and the Six, yep. Yep. I was like, okay, I recognize that one. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's one on my eventual to be read list. No idea. Okay, we've got The Final Gambit, The Inheritance Games, The Brothers Hawthorne, The Hawthorne Legacy. Never heard of any of these. I'm gonna go with The Inheritance Games. Oh, look, I got it. I'm just lucky. I had no idea. That's very intricate. There's a lot going on that cover. Okay, it's mostly roses, but she came from nothing. They have everything. Let the games begin. Okay, that sounds fun. That sounds like a good fantasy? Probably not fantasy, probably just historical fiction kind of thing, but, or it's probably fantasy, it's probably a separate universe, but like very, doesn't seem mystical, but very like kings and castles and stuff like that. That one looks good. I'll have to check that out. Okay, I have, oh, maybe I do. No, never mind. It looked like something else. Good Girl's Guide to... Ah, that might be it, because I think I have seen a Good Girl's Guide to Murder cover, so that might be. Girl Bad Blood, As Good as Dead, The Reappearance of Rachel Price. Well, that's very different than the other three guesses, so I don't know. I'm gonna go with Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm like, I have actually seen that with all the red string. I was like, wait a minute, I do know this one. Oh, they both die at the end. That's the name of the book. I've owned that book. I haven't actually read it, but because I think I started and went, no, this sounds too sad. But it is. They both die at the end, and I got that just from the cup. Yep. I was like, okay. I do know some of these. I'm doing about it. Yeah, there we go. They both die at the end. Kind of looks like Jaws, but is Jaws a book? No, okay. Oh no, it's not Jaws, because this looked like the shark. Oh, it's, again, I keep, it's only a dress, and I keep, misinterpreting dresses for other things, like Christmas trees and sharks. Okay, the crown, I don't know. Oh, the selection. That. Okay, yep. Girl in a dress. Oh, I own this. Oh, I think it's, yeah, no, it's the right color. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, because there's a couple in that series, and they're the same, like, layout, but in different colors. But I own Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Yeah, that's on my to-be-read list. It looks really good. Yeah, I was like, I got that recently. I got it from Barnes & Noble. I'm trying to buy from local bookstores a little bit more than, you know, the big bookstores, but that one looked really good. But yeah, Before the Coffee Gets Cold looks really good. Well, that's the Little Prince. Yeah, Little Prince. That was on the title card thing for the quiz, so I knew it was coming up. Okay, I got 16 out of 23. That was pretty good. There were a few in there I was like, I have no idea what that is, but I'm gonna... I don't know if I deserve such a good score, because a lot of them I just got by guessing, but I'd say half of them that I got by guessing, but oh well. On to the next quiz. Alright, so our last quiz for today is Find Your Perfect Summer Vacation Spot based on your book preferences. There you go. This one should be fun. It's very cold here, so I'd like to think about summer. What is your favorite book genre? Fantasy, thriller, romance, nonfiction. Not nonfiction. I love fantasy, but I've been a lot more into romance recently, so I'm gonna go with romance. What is your favorite type of setting in a book? Bustling urban city, quaint countryside, magical realm, real life, or historical? A quaint countryside. Why do you read? Why do you read? To learn, to immerse yourself in a new world, to get swept away in romance, for the challenge. Who reads for the challenge, really? Okay. Immerse yourself in a new world. That's a good one. Which fictional world would you most like to visit? Hogwarts, Pemberley from Pride and Prejudice, 100 Acre Woods from Winnie the Pooh, 221B Baker Street. 221B Baker Street would be fun. Mostly because... Though, but would it be old-time 221B Baker Street? Because I'm thinking of the modern TV show, Sherlock, so... Maybe not. The world to visit would probably be Hogwarts. I wouldn't care about any of the characters, but like to be in that world would be fun. I'm gonna go with Hogwarts. I'm like, oh, Baker Street. I'm like, no, I'm thinking of the modern one. I don't want to be back in 1800s England. No, I'm good. I'm gonna be modern day magical England. I don't know. Choose your ideal reading spot. Cafe, an airplane, by the fireplace, or in a library. Not an airplane. Like, I'll read in an airplane because it passes the time. The library is too quiet. By the fireplace is good, and a cafe is nice because I can actually read with like sound around me, but and then you can, just continually buy coffee. But if you're by the fireplace, you can just make yourself coffee. So, I like the bustle, but I wouldn't want people to like bother me while I'm reading, and it would feel a little antisocial to go to a cafe and read by myself. But so I'm gonna go with by the fireplace. Which time period do you wish you could live in? Medieval, Victorian era, Regency era England, or 20th century America? So is it like 1920s? I think that's probably what they're getting at with that. Regency. See, none of these really, because the past was horrible. And especially as a woman, the past was really horrible. But if we had like a fictional version of it, or like themed around, let's see, that's the only way I can really choose. I think themed around Regency? I'll go with Regency. Which bookmark? We've got one with little tassels, a dollar bell. I do use random things as bookmarks sometimes. There's a little fox. Oh, the fox is so cute. Why would anybody use real flowers as a bookmark? I'm gonna go with the little fox. Alright. Which book would you prefer to read? The Shining by Stephen King. I do need to read that. The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I've read that, and very well written, but I actually really don't like that story because everybody in it is horrible. Which I realize now is kind of the point, but it bothered me at the time. We got The Lord of the Rings, which I have on my shelf. Or The Chronicles of Narnia. I have to go with fantasy, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Narnia. What is my favorite book trope? The Chosen One. Found family. Unbreakable codes. The heck is unbreakable codes as a trope? Unbreakable? I have no idea. Slow burn romance. Ooh. Found family and slow burn romance are both very good. As an overall, I'd have to go with found family. Just because you can have more stories with that. Yeah. Choose the book quote that resonates with you the most. You have bewitched me, body and soul. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my little ship. My ship. Little Women, sorry. Yeah. I'm learning how to sail my ship. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or die. That's kind of boring. I have all the Game of Thrones books and actually got through half of the first one and got kind of ran out of steam, really, because they're long and there's a lot going on. I did not watch the show because it was a little too HBO for me. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. I have to go with the Harry Potter one. I'm kind of annoyed with that. I have issues with the author, but I've always loved the Harry Potter series, and that's a good quote. Just like if you pull it out separately. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live is a good quote. Woo! I should visit Ireland! Yay! I've always wanted to visit Ireland. It looks gorgeous. Donegal, Ireland. If that's how it's pronounced. I have no idea. It could be completely different because it's Ireland. Will fulfill all your fantasy dreams, from castles to coastlines to great. Again, not gonna try to pronounce. I have no idea. Entertainment and fun. Donegal is the perfect mix of all your exploration needs. Alright, I'm happy with that. Yay, to Ireland! Okay, so that's a couple of Buzzfeed quizzes. I have a few more for another video, but for now I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you had a good time.